People say I ain't no good, and I'm crazy as a loon. Cause I shave my head in the morning, pick guitar in the afternoon. Just like old Chief and Charlie, I like to lay around in the shade. Well, I ain't got no money, but you better believe I got it made. Cause I ain't asking nobody for nothing if I can't get it on my own. If you don't like the way I'm living, just leave this bald-headed country boy alone.
Tonight, this is going to be a good one. This is the one that y'all have asked for. We did one with some other people a couple weeks ago, and you couldn't hear me and him talk enough. We kind of stole the show, but we didn't mean to. Mr. Lee Tucker, my brother from another mother. Lee, before we even get started, you got to tell them your social media links, and we'll go from there.
It's going to be Instagram is Lee Tucker Music. The Snapchat is Lee Tucker 2983. And Facebook, just Lee Tucker Music for my music page.
Lee, you have been such a big influence on me, man. And you're the reason why I've got to meet so many cool people. Like, it really started with a house party with me and you a couple of years ago.
That ended up in a big fight with like 80 people.
Why the fuck does it always have to end up that way?
I don't know. I met your dad out there throwing a punch. It was pretty awesome. I was like, hey, man.
Let me tell you, between you...
Donnie will get down. That's what
Yes.
I heard.
Between you and Chuck and Donnie and Chris and Trent and maybe one or two folks on that, maybe Cobb. Now, Cobb might put them in a chokehold. Y'all always got my back, and that is one thing that I will always, always love about each and every one of y'all. The reason I got them to drop your social media stuff first is you've got some good shit right now. Some very, very good shit. Some stuff that I'm extremely proud of you of.
Thank you.
And, man, we start and Chris Stapleton, Old Friends, is playing.
Yeah.
This is going to be, I know it's going to be good. But, Lee, I don't know, before we get started, I just want you to know I love you and thank you. I have been drinking whiskey before you got here.
I know. I had to drive here, so I haven't been drinking anything. I've been making moonshine all afternoon. But
By the way, that banana moonshine you brought in here, it's going to make this bad.
It's something new that I wanted to try. I was like, well, we've done the peach cobbler. Of course, we always do the apple pie and all that stuff. And I was like, I really want some banana. We got to figure out how to do it. So I think that worked. Maybe
No, it does.
So,
It's for someone like me who likes liquor, that's scary. And that's what you told me though. You was like, be careful. This is dangerous.
It is. I got that shine there from Kentucky. I think we played a bluegrass festival up there sometime last year. It was like me and Tyler Branch.
I miss him so bad.
I know, man. We're talking about whenever we first met that first night there. I went with Tyler actually. Tyler went with me, rode to me because he was playing your party out there.
Well,
That's how we got there.
I remember him telling me, like, I'm bringing this guy from Hazelhurst. You're going to love him. And I was like, I don't know, man. I'm weird about people. Thank you, Tyler Branch.
That was such a good night.
It was.
Tyler got locked into a room.
Tyler Branch, I'm telling the story. I don't care if you get mad about it or not.
Story,
if you were here, we wouldn't tell the story, but you know, you got shit to do. Tyler had played, we used to call it Jaeger Christmas. And it would be where all the people that I played softball with, we used to play on a softball team called Jaeger Bombers. And we would do Christmas all together every year. And Tyler, I just got to meet him. And Tyler had way too much fun with us. He ended up, we had to put him to bed because no one's ever had to put Tyler Branch to bed before. Never. That's never happened. And when we put him to bed that night, we put him in this room, and about 3 o'clock in the morning, we start hearing, and we was like, "What the hell is going on here?" Like, there's
somebody's knocking on the door.
Like, we get up. Like, me and Lee done became buddies by then. He done played pony 5 times, and every woman there was excited. And we go, and we look at the door, and there's nobody there. And then we hear, We're like, what the fuck is this? Like, why? Where am I hearing this from? And we went and looked, and damn if Tyler Branch was inside the bedroom, knocking on the door from the inside of the bedroom.
He was locked in.
He was wanting to get out.
Yeah.
He was wanting to get out, and he couldn't. And it was, holy shit. That was the first time we giggled about that so bad. It was really just a whole lot of us drinking too much, though, and having a good time, though. And, man, I'm telling you, looking back at it, as much as we've made fun of that situation, and the good Lord knows we have made hella fun of that situation with Tyler, it got me to meet you. And it got me to, boy, I pick on you so much about you playing pony. But I wouldn't have changed it for nothing, because I got to meet somebody. All my friends that I've known forever are so envious of you and jelly of mine and your relationship, because me and you just get one another.
Yeah.
And if it wouldn't have been for Tyler Branch being shit-faced.
Yeah, who knows? Because I drove that night. I never drive. But, yeah, I drove that night. So it turned out being great, though. I actually had a jar of moonshine that night, too. I remember we went out to the truck.
God damn it.
That's it. Yeah, that explains a lot. That does explain a lot now, probably what happened to Tyler, too. So.
No, there's never an explanation for what happened to him. For all of our friends, man, he is one of those that he goes hard, and I love him for it. Because when Tyler is Tyler, he's the best time ever. Not to mention what an amazing musician he is.
He's ridiculous, man. I'm really happy for him and Jordan, and they're in New York now. But man, I miss playing shows with him, because he's got the best harmonies. He's a great guitar player, great songwriter, great singer. He even plays harmonica, banjo, you name it. I mean, he's just an all-around talented musician.
There's really nothing I've heard that he can't do, man.
There's not, and he's such a good person.
That's what gets me with him.
On top of it, it's not just the talent. It's like, shit, you're cool too. That's,
Well, one thing with him, whenever we went, and you were supposed to go, you just couldn't because you were working at the time. We went to that.
Toad Lick?
We went to Toad Lick.
Yeah.
And he was with us. And as you know, sometimes Joshy gets a little out of hand. Every now and then, Joshy might do a little too much, and having too much fun. But let me tell you, even when I was in the wrong, while I was there and I was hollering at these guys, or this guy in this Impala that was in our parking lot, Tyler had my back, and he will always be family. If he don't,
he'll have your back when he can't stand. Like
literally when he can't stand.
He'll be like, "What'd you say, my friend?"
Well, the when I knew he loved me was when he made the phone call that night. We were, like I said, we had too much fun. Now we're sitting on the tailgate, and this guy pulls up in this Impala. Our DD for the whole weekend was there, and she had downloaded Plenty of Fish while she was there.
Was it Baby Mama?
Oh no, Baby Mama! No, Baby Mama was with me at the time. No, she was with me at the time. But the girl who was supposed to be driving us the whole weekend, so we didn't have to pay for Ubers and shit, she downloaded Plenty of Fish while we were there. And when she downloaded Plenty of Fish, like, we had this very nice, I don't want to say suite, but like, what do you call it at like a regular ass hotel when it's like a nicer room? They call it a suite. It's still a suite, but it's not like a presidential
suite.
Yeah, it's a regular ass suite.
Nothing wild.
Yeah, it's nothing crazy. But so anyway, Tyler is so mad because this guy was like, "I'll shoot you." First of all, I was drunk, and I think I called him Squishy Face, the guy who pulled up in the Impala, and he was like, "Hey, man, you don't talk to her like that." And I was like, "You're not coming to my room. You're from Alabama. We don't know you. And this girl, I'm paying her to be here to be my DD. You're not hanging out with us." And Tyler was like, "Yeah, fuck you, guy." And then the girls at the time, our girlfriends, made us go to the room and behave. Tyler got on the phone that night. And Tyler, if you're listening, if you ever hear this, I love you from the bottom of my heart, but there's no way I'm not telling this. Tyler put the phone up to his ear. He called one person. That person talked to him for 5 minutes and hung up. Tyler never knew that the guy hung up. He talked to him for an hour on the phone. And he was like, man, I got guys from Hazelhurst that'll drive to Dothan, Alabama right now. We'll whoop that guy's ass. And I'm in bed, and I'm like, all right, Tyler, let's do what we got to do, bro. If that guy's still in the parking lot, we'll roll. Tyler, and he's so shit-faced. He just never knew the guy hung up. He was just talking to his phone the whole time. He's special. I love him.
We've all been there.
Have we?
Yes.
Me and you have definitely.
Too much.
You know how many times since all this has started. Today is day 61 of me having my own show. I started it October 1st, so today's 61 days in.
Congratulations on that, by the way. I'm super proud of you. I'm happy.
Thank you.
about this.
We all are going to be. This is all of our babies.
Yeah, there's so many good things going on with so many good people right now. My buddy Trey Lewis, Matt McKinney, they got the
December,
#1 song.
yes, December the 18th, Crazy Bull. We're going to find some way for Lee Tucker to get up there and sing Fuck Kathleen and Damn Whiskey. I don't think they're going to have a problem with it.
Maybe not.
I don't think they will. I
I know Trey and Matt will.
No.
I love those guys. Those guys are great.
They're singing Dick Down in Dallas. You think they're going to have a problem
Yeah.
saying Fuck Kathleen?
Well, what's crazy is I was working on the road at the time. You know, I own an insurance business, so and do Medicare plans for seniors is like my big boy job. But Matt McKinney messaged me whenever they started writing the song. They're like, "Hey man, we feel like you got to get in on this. You got to write on this with us." And I really wanted to, but I was out of town. And by the time I got back and could write the song with them, it turned out they had already finished the song. So I didn't get a chance to write on it, which I wish I would have, though. That would have been great.
Lee, that song has your name written all over it.
It's my life story. What are you?
Oh my God. When I first heard it, I was like, Lee Tucker is part of that. Like,
Should have been.
There's no way that Tuck is not part of that.
But I still feel like I'm a part of it because, I mean, dude, the thing is playing the same writers' rounds and stuff in Nashville with these guys.
Well,
every
you're
week, and
you're the reason I even know who Trey Lewis is. You heard the song. You were sitting there. I guess it was it Whiskey Jam or
no, it was
the
actually,
listening room?
No, definitely. They won't let me play Fuck Kathleen. I played it one time, but I had to play F Kathleen and
F
just
Kathleen.
But actually, when it got to that part, like Priscilla Block and all my friends are out there in the crowd, and so I wasn't allowed to say it on the stage because literally the sound guy came over the mic and said, "If you say the F word, I'm gonna cut your mic and everything." And I was like, "Okay," and they're like, "Don't worry, we got you." So as soon as it's like, as soon as it got time to say "Fuck Kathleen," I just shut up and the crowd just saying "Fuck Kathleen," so I didn't have to say anything. So it worked out pretty good anyway. But no, those guys are all just good people, and I've been so fortunate, man. I really have because.
Well, you're going. It's even like this weekend. You're going on a writers retreat with some fucking extremely good writers from up there.
Yeah, I don't know how. That's the thing. I think I just get drunk, fat, funny, and find myself in places I don't mean to.
No, I'm telling you, it's the same effect that you had on me. Is when you're around you get this genuine experience that people don't give. Me and you are two folks that does not matter if we're drunk, sober, or whatever. You're going to get the real ass Lee Tucker.
Yeah.
You're going to get the real ass Josh Terry.
Yeah.
And people respect that so much. And then the second you open your mouth and you just let out some good shit. You stole my heart. I don't know how quick you stole my heart. If you was a woman, we'd have been married by now. We didn't have 3 babies. Yes. We didn't have 3 babies living in a trailer park by now.
Then I can blame this belly on baby weight like all the rest of them.
Oh yeah, because
Damn
you definitely be the catcher.
Dude.
But
I don't have a high pain tolerance.
shit, don't worry. I've seen my undercarriage. You won't need a high pay tolerance. But I'm telling you, dude, people realize real quick, like, you've been around Ashley McBride, you've been around Mitchell Tenpenny, Chase Rice. You've been around these folks. It's Chase Rice, wasn't it?
Well, I've been around a lot of people.
Well, I'm saying,
I got drunk one night and ended up on John Party's tour bus.
Yeah,
it was like me and Trey Landon and another badass song.
Shout out to Trey. I fucking
Yeah.
love that guy. He don't talk to us no more. You know,
I love Trey,
I'll just play.
I called him about a month and a half ago, and then I lost service. I was in Mississippi working in the damn mountains out there.
I know.
Hills, whatever.
I know when he calls me or when I call him. I think it's like we both understand that we're shit faced
Yeah, yeah.
when we call each other, and like we don't get mad at each other. We're boys, but we understand like y'all. Everybody's busy now. Like we all got our own shit going on, but you. I guess the point I was trying to make with the Dick Down in Dallas song is you're the one who told me about it. You messaged me and you sent me an Instagram video and you was like, bitch, you're about to love this. I'm telling you right now. The next day, because I've got the software and everything, I stole that shit so quick and I put it in Dropbox to where I had a rough, uncut version of it. And you sent it to Trey, and then Trey and me got to be talking back and forth, and he got me hooked up with his camp to book him. None of the shit that we have coming up with Trey happens if it wasn't for you.
Yeah, well, I appreciate it, and I'm glad I can just connect good people to other good people. That's what this is all about, especially in Nashville. That's what people don't realize is whenever you're trying to do something, you know, it's really hard to do it from down here because you've got to be there in the moment, in the scene, meeting people, and just... They call it networking. Really, it's a bunch of drinking and just meeting other good folks. is pretty much what happens. But I've met so many good people. Like I got a buddy of mine. So I'm gonna throw this out there. We're playing a show at Frank's in Uvalde, Georgia, December the 19th. So we're
gonna be there.
Exactly.
Everybody that is associated with the event. Now Trey and Matt are booked.
On the 18th.
On the
They're playing
18th.
at Crazy Bull in
But
Macon.
even the TikTok girls. If you're listening to this right now, the girls that we've befriended off of TikTok and other stuff that have a lot of followers, they're going to push the show for December the 19th at Frank's in Uvalde. And all of us with Raising Grace, and everybody's going to be there. So if you miss December the 18th at Crazy Bull with Trey Lewis, don't miss December the 19th at Frank's in Uvalde with Lee.
Well,
And you got Dustin Herron, and who else you got?
I got Nate Kenyon. Course, Dustin Herron, that's like my other brother. He's from South Alabama.
That
Great
curly-headed bastard, so good.
He is amazing. Like I said, he's Tracy Lawrence, a legitimate youngin. And then I've got my other good friend. Like I said, I met drunk one night at Losers.
I love how that's how all the stories start.
It is. So actually, what happened was my buddy Vaden fucking Willis. That's how he stored my phone. Him and Blue Foley. I didn't know who Blue was at the time. I knew of him. We had saw each other in passing and stuff. But I just got my Lee Tucker koozies.
Oh, I love them.
So I was giving out koozies all around, you know, drinking, giving out koozies. And I gave one to Blue and then. Well, then I went down the road because I had to walk across the street down the road and go get a root beer shot because those are amazing. Down at Red Door. Came back. And I found Blue and Vaden and all them sitting there, and a guy named Trick Savage, phenomenal guitar player. Anyways, they're the ones that was sitting there, and this girl was like, "Oh my God, I love your accent. Where are you from?" And I was like, "I'm from Southeast Georgia." She's like, "I'm from Georgia. I'm from Lawrenceville." I was drunk by this time. It's like 1:30 in the morning.
Is Lawrenceville even part of Georgia?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Anyways, this might as well be Atlanta. Anyways. And she's like, "Oh my God, I'm from Georgia." And I was like, "Where are you from?" She's like, "Lawrenceville." And I was like, "Well, that's up there above the Macon-Dixon line. That shit don't count." And Blue goes, "What did you just say? Macon-Dixon? Have you written that yet?" And I was like, "Written what?" And he's like, "Macon-Dixon line." And I was like, "No, man, that's just something we usually say, you know, because everything above Macon is Atlanta to us Southerners." So he's like, "Well, shit, we got to write that one, man." He's like, "Let me check something right quick." Actually, and it was just awesome because he's Grammy nominated last year and this year as songwriter on Ashley McBride stuff. Trick Savage is also in that camp with Ashley McBride and those people. And just so they canceled 2 rights on Wednesday. This was on a Monday night of all nights. Showed up at my apartment at 11 a.m. on Wednesday morning, and we wrote Macon-Dixon Line. And that's just how it happens there. And then since then, we've just, you know, run into each other several times again. Then we just wrote another banger with our friend Kristen Kelly. She was on tour with Brad Paisley.
I know
Richard
that
Flants.
name.
She had that song I got an ex-old man and an ex-best girl. Anyways, it was like, anyways, that was like 2012. So or 13, something like that. She was just killing it. So from just being drunk at Losers, you run into all these people and then you start writing with them. And then next thing I know, last week, a guy from the Wilson brothers, Chad Wilson, hit me up and said, hey man, send me your number. I'm going to call you right quick. Are you free next week? And I was like, well probably. What's going on? He's like, well, I was just wondering where I could find a country son bitch that ain't worth the shit. And I was like, where you found
And now you get to go on a fucking
yeah,
retreat.
he's like, well, we're going to Lake Martin in Alabama there, in Davisville, Alabama. And I thought it was just going to be me and Chad and like maybe 4 other dudes or something.
You got like a whole fucking group of really good songwriters.
22 of us going to stay in this damn cabin right on the lake. It's all paid for. I think the only thing we had to pay is $50. And it's just, that's because we have a private chef coming in to fix a 7-course meal like my fat ass needs it. But I'm going to enjoy it. So, yeah.
I mean, you look like the type to enjoy it.
I will enjoy it. And then I'm going to go overflow that hot tub out there overlooking the lake. And it's just going to be a good time.
Me and you look like the fucking... That's why they didn't invite both of us, which they don't know the hell I am. But me and you sitting in one bubble bath together, our hot tub, bubble bath just got weird.
Yeah.
But I moved recently. I've been taking a lot of bubble bath. But me and you in the hot tub at the same time. Oh my gosh.
Sure.
But but I guess it goes back to what I was saying a while ago. You are just so fucking likable. You are just one of those types that it's either I really don't like that son of a bitch, which I get a lot, and just everyone loves you, man. And that's what you're going to end up being with the stuff that you write. Somebody is going to, if they don't make you a big artist one day, you're going to be a songwriter that is remembered, like Dean Dillon or someone like that. People don't even know who Dean is.
Yeah, and that's really what I want to be. I don't really care to be an artist. I like playing. I always said if I was going to be an artist, I need 2 bar stools, one for my ass and one for my fifth. And I'm going to make you laugh with my jokes in between making you cry with my sad country songs. Cause that's just
oh my gosh, but the sad country songs.
Sad country songs make me happy, man. There ain't nothing better than Earl Thomas
Oh
Conley,
my God.
George Strait, Keith Whitley. That's
You have fucked me so bad on Keith Whitley. Because I used to, I was a normie. I'm going to call me a normie when it comes to some old country music. I thought I knew a lot. Then I got around you. And you showed me the side of Merle Haggard that I didn't know. And then you showed me the side of Keith Whitley that I didn't know.
Yeah.
And now every time I get drunk and there's a girl around, I run them all. Oh my God!
I know it.
Me and you have done it at my house.
Yes.
We have done it at my house.
Sir.
But dude, I'm telling you, you are destined for it. You won't just have one great song. It says you have to find the right people, and you are finding it right now.
The thing
that's what's so great.
Well, that's why I'm so fortunate because I've not just writing songs by myself. I've written quite a few songs by myself.
Good
Actually,
ass songs.
My first EP was by myself, but I didn't even know you were supposed to write songs with other people until I moved to Nashville. And I've gotten, I don't know if it's luck or good juju. I don't know what it is, but
it's talent.
But you don't get there just by talent. You've got to get out and meet these people. But I met them, and they're just great people. And I've just been lucky enough to write and have them on my side with this whole thing. Like I said, Blue Foley is amazing. He's just a great guy. He's got the biggest heart. So I was having my first publishing meeting. I can't really go into that a lot, but I had my first publishing meeting, and the day before it, the night before it, Blue stayed with me till like 1 a.m. just sitting in my car listening to every song I had and told me how to present the song, told me exactly what I needed to do, helped me pick which songs to present. And I mean, for somebody that's literally Grammy nominated 2019, Grammy nominated this year in 2020, CMA award nomination,
full blown badass.
Yeah, and actually he's coming down here to play at Frank's with us. I mean, we've got this.
You realize though,
guy,
that before y'all go there, you have to get him to stop here. And the 3 of us are going to have to do a podcast.
So I hadn't actually talked to you about this yet.
Okay.
So
This is where he tells me no, and all y'all get to hear it.
no, we're gonna do it. But I have you another podcast. So my great other brother, Jeff Ham, one of my best friends in Nashville. He's not into music. He actually sells computer software. I don't know anything.
Is that the one with the
about
fat
it.
ass house?
Yes, he has.
Oh God, he's got a fat ass
He
house.
does have a fat ass house. But so, anyways, he is flying in. He hadn't been here yet. We've been friends for like 3 years. He's never been down here to South Georgia, and he's never had Mater gravy. And I was like, well,
Mater gravy?
Yeah, my dad
Red
cooks the
gravy.
shit out of Mater gravy.
I know what you're talking about.
Anyways, we call it Mater gravy. Anyways, but so I was like, dude, you got to come down. I was like, we're doing this show. He wanted to make it last year, but he couldn't. So he's actually going to be in Oklahoma. He's flying all the way from Oklahoma, flying into Atlanta. So I'm going to get him Friday morning. We're coming here. I want him to do a podcast with you. Then we're going to the show that night. Then we're going to our show. Then he's flying out of Savannah. But I want him to be on your podcast because he was a liberal up until this year. He was actually a Democrat
Yes.
voter, and he's now changed his political views just because it doesn't line up with his moral thing. And I know somebody asked you a while ago on TikTok Live or whatever, what makes people think Trump is more American? And
The question was, why do you think voting for Trump makes you more patriotic?
Well, and my answer, I was thinking to myself, because I'm a Trump supporter, of course, and like you said, I want whoever is in charge. They need to do a damn good job because this country needs to do good.
Me and you are both realists, though, because like the thing is, if Biden, he's not going to last 4 years, he's going to die, but if he was, and he made your life, your daddy's life, your business's life better, and mine too, are we not going to wear Biden shirts in 4 years?
That's fine. I still don't think my morals support the same thing.
No, I agree with you on
but
that.
let me get to the point that I was making. Is the reason that I think Trump is more American is because it's the left side that was burning American flags. It's the left side that was doing all this shit that was anti-American. We need to take care of people that aren't even supposed to be in this country and things like that. That's un-American. It just is, because of the fact all the other people that came here the right way and busted their ass. It's kind of like if you get rich from working hard versus somebody that inherited getting rich. It's kind of the same thing. It's kind of like a spit in the face of those people that worked their ass off to get here legally and went through the right channels for the other people. Just say, oh, well, y'all come on in. Fuck those other people that had to pay however many thousands of dollars and worked years and years to get their citizenship.
I'll tell you why, and obviously tell me wrong if I'm with this.
No, you're fine.
The reason why me and you both believe that, though, with the illegals and the stuff like that, your daddy's a contractor. My daddy does drywall for a living, owns his own drywall business.
Yeah.
We have seen what it is like for people who come into this country that do not pay taxes, that can cut throats on properties or whatever, development contracts or whatever, and take money out of your daddy's pocket, food off your table, and food off my daddy's table. Like, we've seen it firsthand. A lot of these people don't understand. There's like, oh, just let whoever the fuck in who you're going to let in. They don't understand what some of these folks do. I am all for anybody coming to this country that does it the right way.
I am too, but love the damn place that you're
Yes,
in.
don't
Don't come
abuse
over
it.
here and fucking burn our flag and
Yes.
spit in our face and say fuck America.
And then,
You
mate,
go
it's
where
not
the
even
fuck
just
you
that.
want.
It ain't even just that. It's they do that, and then they profit off of Americans.
Well, I know. Well, that's what I'm saying.
That's what's
It's-
such bullshit.
If you love it, then love it.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people here that are from other countries that do love this country. I
Oh
know
yeah,
them
absolutely.
personally.
What's
I know
the
some here
fella's
that-
name? What's the fella's name that you introduced me to that I thought the world of? That lives, was it called a cotton patch or whatever down where you
Oh,
live?
Ron Patel.
Yeah, super
Yeah.
cool fucking guy. He's obviously not American.
No, he's Indian. He's
Indian.
a Patel. He's friggin'. So he is. He lives down in South Georgia in Hazelhurst, where I'm from. But whenever I was a drummer in a band for 5 years, a band
Hat
called
and
Hat and
Steel.
Steel.
Yep.
And the thing is, Ron gave us a place. He built a paradise, literally a paradise. I'm talking about dug out this huge pond, put fountains coming out of it with lights in the bottom of the pond. It looks more like a lake. And just built all these bridges going to separate islands and put a stage up there. He had John Anderson, just huge. The Lax played there a lot. My band played there a lot. But he tried to give
It's a
people
beautiful
in
place.
Hazelhurst something to do. besides, just go to
Crack.
Kerrigan's, just go to Frank's, just sit there and rot. Basically, he tried to, make something. And I'm not saying that he's perfect, because none of us are, but at least
Absolutely
he tried
not.
to do something. So it's just not that we don't love and appreciate people from other countries at all or anything like that.
No, but with us, we're realists. We want to be around people that help our community, that help our states, that help our country.
Ron did so many fundraisers, things to give to the community. He really did. So like I said, we appreciate people like that.
Yeah, that's what, when folks get mad at me and you, and they might get mad at me more than they get mad at you, because
I don't know about that.
I don't know. We both. I've seen some of the shit you posted. That's why we love one another the way that we do.
Well, my daddy told me there's two types of people in this world. You're either an asset or liability, and we got enough damn liabilities. So
Ooh.
I need you to step up.
Shit,
And
that's good.
That's kind of how I was raised,
Well, it's me and you want better for ourselves. But
It wasn't better for everybody.
it is, but we want to earn what's better for ourselves.
I
We don't
think
want
we
it to be
all should.
given. You're right.
Yeah, everybody should.
But there's a lot of people out there, especially in the mindset that it is with, I'm not even going to call it Biden supporters. I'm just going to call it the left. Because I think that there's even Biden supporters, there's nothing wrong with them. I think that everybody's passionate about what they're passionate about. But me and you are so cool with, you know what? If we got to go work, like you're here tonight and you got to go to a retreat. You've been working your ass off all week. You're working for what you want in this life. I'm at 9:30 at night or whatever. I'm working. Like, we're working for what we want. There's a lot of people that are bitching and moaning right now that want handouts. They want it to be given to them.
Well, again, like my daddy said, you can make money or you can make excuses, but you can't make both.
You're right.
And that's the truth. And honestly, on the whole, it's weird to me to get on subjects like race and things like that. But my outlook on that is, we had one school where I grew up in Jeff Davis County. We had one primary, one elementary, one middle school, one high school, and we all had the same exact teachers. And so, I mean, there's black guys I went to school with that are making way more money than I am, and then there's some white people that are in jail. And I think it's more of how we were raised and our life choices that we made. But we all had the same education, so I don't think that falls under that.
I had those two African-American police officers come in here a couple months ago. What's up, killer? We got Miss Chelsea Blocker that just walked in out of nowhere. There ain't no more microphones hooked up, but your pretty ass can sit on the couch. We'll fit you in somewhere. But we had those two African-American police officers that came in here, right?
Yeah.
And we talked for like an hour and a half, whatever. It was real good. And I brought up a meme, because you're the meme king anyway. I brought up this meme, and there's this meme that it says it's all about the choices you make. And it is an African American in a orange suit that's in front of the judge. There's a police officer in his vest and badge and everything.
Yeah.
Then there's a lawyer. All of them are African Americans, and the meme says it's all about the path you chose.
Exactly.
And
I've seen that.
and
Love that one.
I do too. And with the people that in this world that still want to say that it's not equal opportunity, I understand that there is some shit that maybe it's not, but the reason why they think it isn't is because they haven't went to college yet. They haven't done their tax. I didn't go to college.
I didn't either.
I didn't go to college.
I did for like 10 years, but
I pretended
I
for a hot ass minute. But it's until you live in the real world, until you actually have to pay taxes, until you have to follow laws, until you actually have your own business. Even though Ms. Blocker don't have a microphone in front of her, the three of us have our own business. We know what we have to do now to succeed in this country. We're not making excuses for ourselves. If we fail because of us. We're not going to blame Biden, Trump, Obama, whoever for us failing. It's on us. It's on our worth ethic. And there's a whole lot of people that just don't want to put that on themselves. They want to make excuses, like you said. You're either making excuses, you're making money.
yeah.
And
I agree.
it's just bullshit. Like it's just one of those things that
Well, the beautiful thing about this country is if you come here and bust your ass, it don't matter if you're busting your ass getting TikTok followers or busting your ass on a roof somewhere nailing shingles, you can make money if you're willing to work. That's what's awesome about this country.
Because it's willing to work.
Well, exactly.
I mean, what?
Yeah.
The
exactly.
liberals and the Democrats, or these fucking whatever you want to call them now, do they forget what our country is founded off of? It's off of immigrants.
Well, most of them weren't brought from, I don't think, maybe people that contributed to what it was. You know what I mean?
No, they were not.
I'm just saying. If your mom sat on her ass her whole life and you've heard her wait on a damn check to get in the mail every month, what are you supposed to do? Why would you go? You know what I mean?
No,
I mean,
you're right. But what they don't realize, and I say they, I'm not talking about a certain race. I'm talking about a group of people.
I believe in good people and bad people.
But
that's the only two people I think.
Okay, but look at it like this: people want to say that that slavery's over, right? Okay, physical slavery might be over, but mental slavery is not. Think about it like this, Lee. Joe Biden is one of the ones who wanted to create the crack bill and everything back in the 80s, the drug bills, and all these hard laws, right? You take the father out of the household. When you take the father out of the household of that family, who becomes the father? The government, because you're living off government assistance. So since the early 80s, we have had families that have all they have ever known, because the father was not in home because of simple drug charges. Their father was locked up for 20 years.
Yeah.
He was no longer there. The government took place. They took the place of the father in the household. So then it created the next two generations of people depending off of government assistance. They created votes. They made it to where, you know what? If I vote for Trump, he's going to take away my government assistance. That's taking away my father, metaphorically. Yeah. So they have made it to where now there's people that's like, oh, if I vote for Trump, I'm literally saying, fuck my dad. Fuck the people that have took care of me. They have mentally enslaved so many people, and they just don't even know it. That's where it comes from. Joe Biden and all the Democrats and the liberals have just brainwashed so many people into voting for them, and realize they don't even know why they're voting for Biden anymore. They just know they don't want to vote for Trump.
Yeah. Well, the biggest thing is whatever the government gives you is what they can take away from you. That's the scary thing. If they're paying for your health care, if they're paying for your housing, if they're paying for your food, that's exactly what they can take away from you. You know, and the thing is it's weird. Okay, so I was dating this girl. This has been probably 11 or 12 years ago. I was dating a girl. She moved here with me from Oregon. And
how you lived in Oregon is still mind blowing.
It was a good time. I had a good time. So yeah, lived on the coast in Oregon. So anyways, I brought this girl back here with me. I got a job. She got a job. She was gonna try to go to school, but she was gonna try to get an apartment through Section 8 or government housing or whatever till she graduated. She went to apply, and the thing is, they wouldn't let her go to school and give her government assistance. What does that say? That says we want you to stay stupid so you can't support yourself.
Absolutely.
You have to rely on us. And so that makes no sense to me. Help people. I'm all about welfare, whatever the case is.
I am too.
Help people that need it, that are willing to help themselves.
Explain to me how we have farmers that have fed communities for generations that are losing their farms now, cannot get any government assistance. But you have families that have lived off of government assistance for 20 years that just keep pushing it forward and telling their kids, hey, just have more kids and live off our government. Yeah. They get all the help they want, but when you actually have families that need the assistance, cannot get it.
I had a guy today, you know, I told you that I own an insurance business and I do Medicare plans to help seniors basically. But if you become disabled, you get Medicare disability. So Medicare is an 80-20 co-insurance. Medicare only pays 80% of the bill, which leaves you 20% to pay. This guy, he called me today. He's getting billed, so he's got some rare form of cancer, it turns out. So he's already went through his radiation, chemo, all that stuff, and now every 2 weeks he has to go get injections. And up front, besides his insurance, he even has another insurance. He's still having to pay $500 every 2 weeks. I mean, apparently he was doing good because he said he's drawing around $3,200 or $3,400 a month. But I mean, can you imagine? And he's only 53 now. So, I mean, can you imagine busting your ass and all of a sudden something like this happens? You know, you had to be working your ass off. You're drawing $3,400 a month disability. You know, that's a lot. Most people living off, you know, $1,200 or so, if that. So, you know, he was doing good, but now all of a sudden he's got to literally give a third of his check. And the thing is, there's nothing else because he's not old enough to actually get a supplement because you can't get a supplement.
Can you even get Social Security at that age?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's Social Security. It's disability.
Oh, disability.
Now. So he got his Medicare because of that. But it's just sad to see somebody that's busted their ass their whole life and then they get some terminal illness like cancer, and there's nothing else we can do for them. You know, and he can't go to work and make more money. It's not like he can get off his ass. Well, so I don't understand why, you know, we can't do something to help those people that's helped themselves their whole life and had a misfortune.
It's the old mule in the field. That's what it is. Is when that old mule cannot pull the plow anymore. That mule might be loved by the family. It's always helped out. So you give it a little bit. You give it just enough hay, just enough water to stay alive.
Yeah.
But you don't give it a good life. And that is what our government has done with government assistance. It has put so much on those that are just abusing the system, but then it overlooks those who have literally built your program. Those mules in that field have plowed and worked their ass off to where that farmer, and in this analogy, that farmer is the government, to where that farmer has all it has off the labor of that mule.
There should be a mule mansion for that.
Yes,
mule.
there damn should be. You know,
and it's the same thing with Social Security. You know, I mean, all the people have paid into Social Security for years and years, and they're just drawing a little bit. You know, like I said, a lot of them are living off $1,200 or $1,400 a month, and then you got a 23-year-old with 3 kids that's drawing that much just for know food.
Me and Gracie,
fair.
last week before Thanksgiving, we went to M&T's meat. Shout out to Mr. Phil and all y'all down at M&T's meat.
I remember seeing you post about this. Yeah.
I had a family that was in front of us. Now I caught a lot of shit because I posted it on Snapchat because like, oh, you don't know this family situation or whatever. And I said, no, you could see the family. You could see how they were dressed. You could see how the family were acting. It was not African Americans. It was Caucasian folks. Yeah. And the way that they acted was so uncalled for. And me and Gracie got everything we wanted. You know, I mean, there was no problem with what we wanted, but it was the family behind us. There was a family behind us, and it looked like this. And he might not have been a farmer. He was an older gentleman and his wife. They were complaining about how they could not buy everything that they wanted because the fixed income that they had. They couldn't do it. But you had this family in front of us that were clearly like, oh, fuck the government. We can get whatever we want. And you heard one of them on the phone. You heard one of them on the phone talking about, you know what? Hey, if we don't eat this, we can sell it for double what we got in. That's what pissed me off. That's what made me mad is you got what you got in the best meat market in fucking all of.
This is the best meat market in the world.
What?
I love M&T.
They pay with EBT. Yeah, they paid with EBT. You had this family that legit was sitting there bragging about it and saying, hey, you know what? If we don't cook all this shit, somebody around us is going to want a turkey. We fucking got it for free. We'll sell them this turkey for $30. What the fuck?
I don't know. I believe in EBT. I believe in people, getting.
If you need it, you need it, but don't abuse the fucking system.
I agree. What's sad to me, like I said, I work with old folks and love them to death. We both love Andy Griffith. We both like grits. It's just it works. I get along great with old folks. We like to bitch about youngins and such, but a lot of them you learn. So the ones that are only drawing even $700 a month, a lot of them live in government housing. They have Medicaid, but they're only getting like $16 a month food stamps. What's that? A loaf of bread, a gallon of milk?
They're getting how much?
Literally like $12 to $16 a month in EBT or food stamps.
My granddaddy.
And they put all that damn money that's in Social Security. They're the ones that work their ass off and put it there. That's my issue with it.
My granddaddy Terry, Dennis Terry, he helped me get my first big boy purchase. He helped me buy a 2016 Toyota Tundra. credit wasn't good yet. I didn't have a lot under my name.
We had a lot of fun in that.
Oh,
Tundra.
boy, we had a lot. It's still sitting outside waiting for somebody to buy it. But he has worked his ass off. He is 70-something years old. I think he's 78. He was born in 41. My math isn't good, so maybe he's whatever it is. But he was born in 41. And he has worked his ass off his entire life. He's paid taxes. But because he made X amount being a contractor, now that he's unable to work, he's on a fixed income, and it's just like, how do you have someone that has gave so much, that has helped so much, and now they can't get shit, dude? Like, it blows my mind. But you have families and you have generations of people that were taught, you know what, let's have another youngin'. That's just another paycheck.
Well, it goes back to that entitlement thing. Like, you know, gimme. Where's the old people? What's funny is I talk to the older folks that they literally get $16 a month and they're thankful.
Boy,
they're just thankful for that. They're like, well, they ain't giving me much. I wish they did. They keep taking it away. You know,
it ain't much, but it's honest.
That's right.
Yeah.
But bless them, I love them to death. And, you know, it's just funny to see how they can make $16 stretch with ramen noodles and bread and peanut butter and milk.
They grew up in a different generation,
They
though.
did. And they're thankful.
They know the
thankful
value
for
of
what
a
they
dollar.
get. They do.
But then you got these folks now, like, we've all heard the stories of people selling their food stamps and all that type of shit. I mean, the government has literally made, and you said the right word a while ago when you said entitled. The past 20 to 30 years, me and you are both 80 babies.
Yeah.
Once 1990 hit, you started having participation trophies. You started having No Child Left Behind. You started having this, let's all go to college instead of tech school. Like, I even grew up to where I thought if I went to tech school instead of college, that I was somehow lesser. And it was I feel like it was all a scam. I feel like it was all leading towards the social media generation that we have now. And it is just garbage, man, because nobody knows the value of working hard. Unless it's somebody like you, me, or somebody who has worked for their family and actually had to work for a living at a young age, then you think everything's handed to you.
I was fortunate, man. My dad has busted his ass my whole life. He's just a great guy, great period. He's my hero. He really is. But, you know, whenever I turned 16, he could have went and bought me. He even told me, he's like, I could go buy you a new truck and give you a credit card. You'll be dead in a damn year. Instead, he's like, and he always told me, you can drink. If you get on that damn road, you ain't no even calling me.
That's why we were raised a whole lot the same, brother.
That's right. He's like, if you work and you can buy your beer and you can go do whatever, that's fine. But if you damn end up getting a DUI, don't call my ass. All I'm gonna do, he's like, you ain't gonna want me to get a hold of you.
I know. I got one when I was 18 years old, leaving Whiskey River, and my dad, when I called them, my mom had to come get me, but they would not let you go unless you'd been in like 6 hours, maybe. It was like 6 hours. I froze my ass off for 6 hours in the Bibb County Jail. I'm talking about cold as fuck. Scared, because I promise you, my Caucasian ass, I just left Whiskey River. You know, I got my boots, my jeans on, whatever. Yeah. I go in there.
Fresh, country boy.
Oh, yeah. Boy, I'm telling you, there ain't been many times in my life I was scared. Bro, I was scared. Like, I thought somebody was taking my cookie, not giving it back. But it was where my mom and daddy proved a point that night. They told me if I was to ever get one again, not to call them. Now, have I drunk and drove after that? Maybe. But there's probably a designated driver sitting next to me that I switched seats with them real fast. Or people like you that love me in Chelsea and other people, y'all wouldn't let me drive. You'd make the DD drive.
Yeah.
And it taught me a lesson.
Drunk Joshy likes to drive.
I don't know why. That son of a bitch.
I don't know why.
He also likes to talk to women he ain't supposed to talk to. That son of a bitch has
got. It don't make a damn if you drink or not.
God damn, I like women. The good Lord, he gave me a lot of vices, but a damn pretty woman might be the biggest one. Hey, before we take another shot of shine, you want to take a piss break?
Sure.
Let's take a piss break. And hey, Chelsea, you want to get on this a little bit? Yeah, she said, yeah, we're gonna see if we can hook a microphone up. If we can't, it'll just be me and Lee. But Y'all hold on 2 seconds so we can go potty. And we're back from a potty break. And we added Chelsea. Just go ahead and say hey, just in case you do have to talk.
Y'all.
Well, it'll be close enough. Nobody gives a shit if you talk or not. But just in case you had to put your input in, it's there now. But Lee, back to what we was kind of going on and everything is, you know what? We were talking about how people are getting screwed right now with Social Security and insurance and all that stuff. But let's move on to something else, just because everybody knows how mad folks like you, me, Chelsea, everybody just got some sense.
We're just beating a dead horse.
Yeah, it is. And that's like with TikTok earlier, man. I had people on there that it got to like 20,000, whatever, people like going in and out or whatever. Yeah. And it was just where I realized, and somebody told me this a long time ago, somebody I very much care for in radio, and they had told me that it does not matter what your opinion is. That if you don't think your opinion can be swayed, you can't sway somebody's opinion. And there's people that's going to listen to us, and they are not even going to understand what the hell we're talking about because they don't want to.
I know. I see it all the time. And that's fine too. That's why my motto is: if you don't feed me or fuck me, you don't affect me.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
And
We're best friends now,
right,
because
well,
that's my life motto too.
Well, the reason I say I don't mean like literally, but kind of. It's
I
like,
do.
Yeah, that's the most literal
But what I
statement you can
mean
make.
by that is like if you don't feed me, like you don't listen to my music, you don't support me, you don't support my insurance business. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're just some random person off the street, you don't do anything that helps me pay my bills or contributes anything to my life. And by fuck me, I mean I don't have to wake up next to you every morning and explain myself and that kind of thing. Then you really don't affect my life. You just have an opinion and it differs and it's fine. It's not going to ruin my day. I got other shit to do. And that's what I mean by saying if you don't feed me or fuck me, you don't affect me. And I just think that's kind of... I adopted that about 3 years ago. I think I came up with that saying and I love it.
But that's because you're a realist. Like you understand. And one reason why everybody wanted me and you to do this podcast, but Chelsea is just as real as we are. So I told her if she wanted to sit in and say some good shit, she could say some good shit. But you know what it's like to be an adult, to provide for yourself, and to live in a world to where Lee has took care of Lee. And you and your father have helped each other out. Chelsea has lived in a world to where she has took care of herself, and her family has helped in some ways. So is mine. But we understand what it's like for the government and for people that have no idea what the fuck they're saying when they're saying, oh, we want Biden or we want whatever. They don't even understand what the fuck they're saying.
Well, I'd like to say for everybody that screams Medicare for all, since I am literally a Medicare specialist, people that scream Medicare for all, I don't know if they understand there's two parts of Medicare that is the basic part that's actually through Social Security. So with that being said, your Part A comes because you worked 40 quarters, which is 40 tax quarters, which equals 10 years of paying in to Social Security. That's how you get your Medicare Part A. And your Medicare Part B comes because it's $144 a month that you pay for your Part B. So if everybody wants Medicare, I'm all for it. Go pay taxes, for 10 years, and then you pay $144 a month. And sure, get Medicare, and then I can sell you a damn supplement or whatever, and that'll make my life a lot easier. Because now I can only sell to people that are on disability or 65 or older.
Give me that fucking moonshine.
Right.
I want some.
Oh, are you sure?
It's
banana. It'll hurt you.
Was that a real question?
Oh yeah, never mind. I forgot the fuck I was talking to. But anyway, here,
I've already outdrank you today.
darling. Oh yeah, you drank tequila. Hold on.
I did.
Am I good looking yet?
You're always good looking.
Oh, there you go. What about Lee?
He's always good looking.
Oh shit, you see that?
She's
I'm not
nice.
nice.
I'm telling you, she is not
If
nice.
you was ugly, I'd tell you was fucking
No, I'm
ugly.
telling you, she's
You gotta
fucking
pay for
dead.
chubby bearded gingers. I'm about that.
Oh
I
shit.
like a chubby chaser.
Oh, I ain't never almost spit out moonshine, but let me tell you, it ain't pleasant. You go ahead, darling.
Call me Ginger Claws. No, actually, I went to. I think it was Priscilla Block had
No, we're gonna call you Medicare Daddy.
a Medicare daddy.
Boy, you better not do that. Some
Hey.
old woman
They're
finna
gonna
bust in this
start
bitch and
right.
take that.
Boy.
That's my daddy.
Hey. No, Priscilla, I went to this Christmas party, and it was also like a Halloween thing. Anyways, they're like, oh no, we got this great Santa Claus outfit you can wear. And at the time, my beard was long like yours. And anyways, I went in there and put this damn Santa Claus outfit on, and they called me Ginger Claus all night.
I bet you
That's
look
how
good
they-
as fuck though doing
Oh
it.
fuck yeah, I did.
Oh
Had a
man,
full sack.
a full sack.
Bet you did.
We're old men. That's all we
Yeah.
got anymore.
Listen, I know.
We're all balls. I told somebody the other night I had to take pictures for the wedding, and I had that literally they had tapered these pants to where the inseam was in my asshole. That's how tight these britches were. My thighs were fucking screaming the whole time, and it looked like I was smuggling squirrels. And somebody came up to me, and they was like, "What the fuck are you packing?" I said, "Darling, listen. I promise you, it is all balls. Do not get excited.
yeah.
There's not a lot of pecker behind it. That is balls. I promise you, from tip to toe, it is balls." But Lee, so just some of the things. I know we've bounced around and everything, but that's one thing that me and you, we're not going to do conspiracy theories because that's a whole other show.
Oh God, I want to be here for that.
You have to
'Cause I
be.
am a
We just did
professional.
one.
We just did one.
Like
There
I
was
stay
like-
up all night researching different conspiracies.
There was 4 of us in here a few weeks ago, and it was the most insane shit because Lee brought what's it called? What kind of whiskey is that?
Screwballs.
Screwball. He
Peanut
brought
butter.
Screwball peanut butter whiskey, and he brought what was the thing we mixed it
The
with?
cranberry.
Cranberry juice. It tastes like you were taking a shot of peanut butter and
Peanut
jelly.
butter.
I was about to say that probably tastes like a sandwich.
It is.
Oh my
and
God.
And I'm a fat girl
I love
on the
sandwiches.
inside. Like
It was good. Trust me. We sat here and we got shit canned for 2 hours.
At least.
2 hours. We were fucking hammered, and so we won't get in conspiracy
And then went
theories.
to Neil's house or Neil's. It was somebody's birthday party. I was there 5 minutes and running around shirtless, and
Well, that's your own fault.
somebody getting hit in the bathroom. I don't
Hey,
know what the hell.
Let me
was
tell
going
you, he was police that night. There was 2 individuals fighting in the bathroom. If you know Lee Tucker, then you know he is not one to fight. He is one that he wants to settle. He wants everybody to talk
Oh,
it
you're
out
the
like
Dr.
adults.
Phil.
He is. He has calmed me down many of nights. He's been my protector. And he is one that he wants everybody to chill out. He wants them to act like adults. He is always the adult at the party. Always, wherever we go. He always makes sure that everybody acts accordingly. And there was a male and female, and they were fighting in the bathroom.
And I didn't know
Like
anybody at
And
this
he
party
didn't know
except
anybody.
like
Neil.
this fight.
It's from
No. It was.
They were-
I missed the first part. Apparently, I think the girl hit the guy, and then the guy.
It looked
saw
like
him
she won anyway.
Yeah.
Well, I
for sure.
agree.
I think she busted his nose.
Yeah,
and
she
I think
fucked
he
him
just
up.
kind of lightly slapped her in the face, and I just grabbed him around the neck and
Chelsea.
drug him. I was like, "Come here, come
I'm
here."
gonna
You
make
go
it-
that
See,
way,
I have
don't
my
know.
own opinion about that, and a lot of people might disagree.
No, I think.
But
I'm on.
especially
You would
with
be.
a woman like my size,
Oh, you'd
if
beat her
I
ass.
was to step up to a man and like, you better try to
I
fight
had
me
it.
back or I'm gonna kill you.
I had a coach in
You
high
know?
school, of all places, a baseball coach in high school, and he said something that I will remember the rest of my life. He said, "You treat a woman like a woman until she puts herself in a man's position."
Exactly, that's what
I
I'm
have
saying.
never ever put my hands on a woman. Never ever. I it's frowned upon in my life for a man to do it. But
There are situations.
if your ass that is taller than me, that looks like you can throw bows better than me, punches me in the face, I hope you knock me the fuck out. Because I don't want to see what I'm going to do because I'm scared.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
even sitting here now across you while you drinking tequila, I'm scared.
Really, that's how it should be. If a woman, put yourself in a man's situation, you better be able to
I'm
back
glad-
up
I'm glad
what
you
the
saying
hell
it. I'm
a
glad you saying
man's
it.
gonna give you.
But I think it was
Because-
a couple. I think
It was a
well,
couple.
Well, my thing is, if and honestly, I'm saying this because I've been there, done that. I was engaged at one time. She would get drunk and abusive and shit. I wasn't brought up to hit a woman. You don't do that shit, but she don't do that shit. And if it gets to that point, you just need to walk away. You need to find you somebody else or go beat off or do whatever the fuck you gotta do. Don't goddamn get in fights with somebody you supposedly love and shit.
I seen Jesus one time, okay? This dude I was with, no, I met him. Like, I'm talking about, he descended down from the skies.
We
and he
said
spoke
Jesus,
to me.
not Jesus, bitch.
Were you in Oregon? He
He came down and he was like, you fucked up. My ex, big old prison dude, I'm talking about huge. He called me fat, and this was while I was still trying to lose weight. And
Tell Lee what he said to you, because she did a weight loss podcast with me.
Not this one, the one right after him. He called me. He knew I was like, I had lost like 150 pounds at this point, and
she was a big old girl.
I was 400 pounds, and he
By
knew
the way,
I was losing weight, and
congratulations.
we were fighting or arguing. We wasn't fighting, and he called me fat, and I had a bamboo cutting board about an inch thick, and before I knew it, when he said fat, I'm talking about full force, like Ricky flared his ass, like right in the face.
You said Ricky flared.
I did. Y'all, when that big old prison motherfucker stood up and he came to my face, I was like, Jesus descended. He was like,
You
"Bitch,
look like a
fucked up."
big old prison motherfucker though too though. Just to be real with you, I would not. If you were walking down this side of the street and I was walking on the same side of the street, it was late at night. My fat ass going to the other side.
She could be in Orange is the New Black kind of thing. She
She
Oh
would
my God,
rule.
Everybody
So good with
tells
that.
me that I look like Ruby Rose.
I think it's like, is that a neck tattoo?
I don't know.
It's my whole head and it connects to my neck.
Oh damn.
I have a
Yeah.
weird fetish with the neck tattoos.
I
I do. It's just like it feels like a target.
It is. That's what it's for.
Bitch, you got to go home.
See, I like the little good band geeks. That's what I like.
no,
Nerdy
no,
bitches,
no,
nerdy
no,
girls.
Any
do it.
Me
bitch
and
that
Chelsea-
has a throat tattoo, you better believe if you ain't grabbing it, you ain't talking
Oh
to that bitch
shit!
no more. Ever.
Oh shit! Me and Chelsea have had this conversation before though.
I don't doubt that.
It was
Drunk
like
on Snapchat with.
probably, but I've
No,
told
it
her.
was in person.
Yeah. I
Well, I
think the
don't
world
doubt
of
that
Chelsea.
either.
I've even told like people I used to work with at the radio station. I think Chelsea's very attractive, but I think she'd beat the shit out of me. And one, I'm scared I'd like it, and two, I'm scared if I don't do a good job, she gonna beat the fuck out of me more.
Probably got a collar and a leash, and I can see your fat ass walking on all fours.
That's the problem. I don't see my
Yes,
fat
no.
ass walking on all fours.
I'm saying, if y'all got together,
I
can
know.
see that.
No,
Yes.
it would be like, sir, you gonna do what you're told? And I'm like, bitch, I am not. And then she'd be like, and I, okay, my bad, ma'am.
I can see
Like,
you walking
I
in
ain't,
here like,
I ain't
"Man, what
doing
are
that
you doing
shit
with
now.
Fucking-
With the what?
With that pug.
What's a pug?
You don't know what a pug looks like?
One
Your
of these
porn's
dogs,
different
like-
than mine. I don't know what a pug is.
Like,
A pug, a dog.
like one of the
Oh, you're
dogs
talking about the dog.
The one that looks like it ran into a brick wall.
Oh, no.
Hold on.
I got a feeling if I ever woke up next to you, I'd feel like I ran into a brick wall. So that's probably about right. Pug. Extremely attractive woman, by the way. Chelsea's
I love pugs.
extremely attractive woman, but I know you would beat my ass. There's just
I don't
something
hit
about that. I know she'd beat my ass.
I don't hit people though.
No, it ain't about that. I feel like when I tried to hit it, you'd hit back, and it would hurt. I'd wake up the next morning with no soul. You done ruined my life, took my
Yeah.
credit score. It was over with.
Welcome to
Social
my
Security
ginger
number, the
life.
whole thing. You know my little hobbit. She always called me the soul sucker.
God damn it. Oh shit. Well, me and Lee are gingers. We have no souls anyway. You can suck all you want, but there's no soul coming out.
Suck till the soul's gone.
We done lost that
Which
long time
means
ago.
don't stop.
Are you showing me a picture of pug? I know what a fucking pug is.
You just said literally.
I thought you meant a sexual reference.
No, I mean you would literally look like a fucking pug
On a
dog on
leash.
that damn leash if she was walking you around.
A bearded
Be like,
pug.
man, what are you doing with that pug?
I get what you're saying now.
Oh, there you
Fucking
go.
piece of shit. I didn't realize.
It's even more funny that you didn't goddamn understand what I was saying. That's
Because you said I was on a leash.
because you said it looks like she could whoop your ass, which made me think of
She
you
could.
know the BDSM dominatrix type shit. That's what I said.
you're a dominatrix.
That's what I'm saying.
There's
I
no
bet
way
she's
you're
got
not.
a-
Not at all.
Really?
Really?
Not at all. I'm so submissive.
Oh shit!
Like I love to do what I'm told.
If I had a
especially
fucking,
during sex.
if I had a step stool, darling, you'd be in trouble. I didn't.
Everybody that I've ever been with always assumes that, and then they're like, "Whoa, what?"
No, that's literally what I have said about you too. Like some of our mutual friends before. It's like I'm not fucking with Chelsea because I promise you, she's gonna try to dominate me, and she'd be like, "Suck my toes," and be like, well, "Fuck you."
No.
Like, and then I'm gonna get punched in the face.
Yeah, let's go to the bathroom.
Every
You gotta
guy
watch that shit.
ever
No,
been
fuck
with
that.
thinks that, and it's so the opposite.
Well, now
I
everybody
just
knows.
like pain. That's why I'm so tatted up. Like I thoroughly enjoy
Let me
it.
tell you, I'm getting my sleeve done, and I got like half my chest or my all that's done.
I got my
and-
nipples tattooed.
God damn it! This is not what we reveal right now. I mean, we can, but hold
My
on.
bad.
No,
Can we
it's-
give a
it's fine.
shout out? Can we give a shout out to my buddy Stephen Paul right here?
Oh, it's
Yeah, and
yeah.
Dustin Heron wrote
Tell
this. It's
Tell them where
Off
to go
My
find
Chest.
this. Off My Chest. It's a very good song. You turned me
Look
on to
up
it.
Off My Chest by Stephen Paul.
I did-
Louisiana boy.
Boy, I like his shit.
Wrote it with Dustin Heron.
I did not realize, Chelsea and Lee, until I started getting this piece that comes down on my chest and comes up like it's a half sleeve. What a bitch I was. I guess because it's been so long since I got a tattoo. I done got old, I done got sensitive. And he asked me, he's like, hey, on your chest piece, on your pec, do you want me covered a nipple? And I was like, what looks more badass? And he's like, definitely cover the fucking nipple up. And he was like, but it's gonna hurt like a bitch. And I was like, how bad are we talking here? And he's like, I'm gonna show you. I'm not gonna put any ink on this needle, but I'm gonna touch your nipple with it. And I was like, all right, let's do this shit. Cause look, I'll go and tell you this. I want it to look like The Rock. The Rock has the pec tattoo
Yeah.
in the half sleeve and his nipples tattooed. And I was like, fuck yeah, if Dwayne can do it,
Yeah.
I can do it.
Oh,
Yeah, no. He touched my nipple, and I figured out that motherfucker might be The Rock, but I'm like gravel.
You're the
Well,
pebble.
Like, I'm the pebble.
well, let me tell you how this
I can't
bright
handle it.
idea for my nipple tats came about.
You have
Yeah.
both of them tattooed.
Yeah, and they match.
What are they?
Mandalas.
They're what?
Mandalas.
What are mandalas?
Like these things on my hands, they all are unique in their
Okay.
own way. Like they're all custom, I guess, to the artist you use.
The whole nipple.
Yeah, like the whole center of my
What about
tip.
like the little thingy on the nipple
No, like
nipple?
like it goes onto my nipple, but my actual nipple isn't tattooed because I have nipple rings.
Okay. Well, guys, I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. No, go on.
How it came about is my tattoo artist, like we became friends like over all these years, and then his wife hated me at first, but then we became friends. So I was like, let's try a nipple tattoo. I was like, you draw whatever you want, get it tattooed on my nipple. So she's holding my nipple, my boob like this, while her husband is like tattooing my nipple. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it, let's do both of them.
What, you went into it thinking you was only gonna do one nipple?
Yeah. Cause like
Wouldn't that
this
have been like-
arm is
would-
almost complete, so I was gonna just wrap it like with some flowers and connect it down to my nipple, you know?
Yeah.
And then once he started, I kind of liked it, so I was like, you know what? Fuck it, do both.
I couldn't do shit for you.
I'm just sitting over here in pain thinking about that.
And like,
Do you have it? You don't have a tattoo.
Fuck no. I don't
that's
have
why I
a
got
tattoo.
my palm tattooed, because that's supposed to be the most painful spot on your body to get tattooed, because that's how it has all your nerve endings.
I don't like
I-
flu shots.
I did not realize.
I don't do
I
shots.
did not realize what a bitch I was. I thought I was tough. Whenever they took the needle that does the line art work, and it did to my sternum, and then it did my collarbone, he did not tell me how bad it was going to hurt. He told me that the nipple was going to hurt, and to do it above my nipple. So I was like, okay, I'll do it above my nipple, because I was really not doing that. When that fucking needle got into my sternum,
Try to do your skull.
you have your skull tattooed?
Yeah.
Holy fuck. No,
That's
damn,
why I shaved
shit.
my head so I can get it tattooed. That's why I wear wigs now.
I feel. Do you wear a wig?
Yeah, this is a wig.
That's a wig.
Yeah, I just am really good at doing hair.
Well, you know what not to pull.
Fucking trickery.
You can pull it. It's not going anywhere.
Well,
That's how
Well.
you know you're real good.
never mind. Scratch that.
Oh.
But if I ever get
On
real
this
drunk
episode of fetishes.
and my wig flies and I snatch my wig off, just put me in the car. Take me home. It's time to go.
Oh no, I'm the same way.
She's about to beat
I'm
somebody's
not.
ass like, bitch, hold my weed.
I'm definitely not gonna say what What the fuck is this? Yeah. I don't know. People are messaging me.
Josh is drunk checking messages.
I am because I think I feel like I'm supposed to check something. No, like this past weekend, I will not say it. Please don't say what wedding it was. I got shit faced at a wedding.
I seen the pictures.
I know. But I took off my shirt because I was ready to fight because of some people. I'm the same way you are with your wig. If my shirt comes off and you see my fat in all its glory, and I'm crying, I squalled like a baby
See,
for
that's
2
one
hours.
thing about me. Like, I'm really not a fighter. Like,
No, you seem like
I did get in a fight a few weeks, but I let my friend punch me in the face 7 times before I retaliated. Like, I'm that type of person. Like, I will let you.
I'm gonna say it again.
get
I
me-
couldn't do shit for you. You took 7 shots in the face.
Yeah, she blacked my eye and everything, but then I really fucked her up on accident. She had to close her business down for 2 weeks.
Holy fuck.
But I told
Sounds
her,
like she was asking for that.
but she's that type of girl. You know them type of girls that get real drunk and then want to fight anybody. And she's my friend. You
I
know
got
what
them
I'm saying?
guy
So
friends.
Shut up, Lee.
I really, I didn't.
We won't do that at Crazy Bull and chase them out in the damn
God
parking
damn
lot.
I did
I
not
got
wanna
to
hit
do
her.
better.
I did not want to hit her, but I grabbed her by the hand. I was like, "We're friends. We're not gonna do this. Like, I will fuck you up if I hit you."
Chelsea,
And-
you would fuck me and Lee up if you hit us.
And I had to. I just didn't have a choice.
I wouldn't fight her.
I'm good.
I'm good too. I got shit to do tomorrow.
Yeah, I know. Like, can't close down Raising Grace Studios for 2
Shit.
weeks.
No,
You'd be hungry.
I'm hungry now. God damn. But no. No, you're not one to fuck with. I don't know how we got on that subject.
I
but
don't either. Every time I come here, it's just like we go from one extreme. to
Well, when you come here, that's the thing about me is Lee has a business, you have a business, I have a business. I want people to know who we are. So, like, even though this podcast tonight started off with me and Lee, you came. Of course, I'm going to want you to be a part of it because you were so good the first time. It's where people have to know who you are to do business with you. Lee is exceptional, and so are you, about being who you are. What?
Did you see my announcement on Facebook?
What announcement?
I'm actually the first person in Middle Georgia to be doing permanent tattoo makeup.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. I don't need it, but you know, that's good for you.
Yeah, like it's not like face makeup. Like, you know, chicks get their eyebrows tattooed. It's not like microblading. And then the eyeliner.
I think
and
one of my
lips.
friends does the microblade.
Yeah.
Does,
This is like.
does Darby do that?
Uh-huh.
I like Darby
Yeah.
bunches.
She's good at it, but I do it's called powder brow. It's done with a tattoo gun. I do that, eyeliner, and lipstick.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Is it going to be a problem if, like, used to, like, in the early 2000s, it was cool for chicks to have, like, the real thin eyebrows.
Oh, no.
And now they're thick.
Yeah,
But
see,
I'm-
that's
no. But what I'm saying is, what if the trend changes
Changes.
in 10 years?
That's what I've
and then
always
you're
been
still with them
concerned
big
with.
ass eyebrows tattooed
Well-
on, and you can't.
See, when you do like tattooed makeup, it's not the same as a tattoo ink, so it does fade.
Oh, it
Oh,
does?
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it
I
does
didn't
fade
know
over
that.
the years, so
I
it's
didn't know
not like gonna last you till you die.
Oh, okay.
So if it does change and you need your shape tweaked or whatever, you can.
That's just my out on getting a tattoo is because I can't think of anything that I can't put on a t-shirt and take off.
Every time.
Oh
I
no,
think
see,
about-
I just learned because with the sleeve and everything that I'm getting right now, I have about 3 tattoos that were for girls that I dated when I was 18 to 21.
I got get drunk and laugh tattooed on me in Chinese.
Well, you fucked up worse than I did. I just
Sounds like something I would want.
no, it's funny.
I mean, I really do.
I can see me and you getting drunk and fucking being like sesame chicken
Dude,
order one.
And tell
I'm
me,
all-
Yeah,
I'm
but
already
that's
got my-
that's our order, bro.
Dude, I've
and tell
already
me
got
that
my.
don't look like kind of like a little mini keg, and that means get drunk.
That means get drunk.
Yeah, and this one means laugh.
God. No, you're
I was drunk.
no, baby. We all have been. Well, Lee hasn't. Lee has never been so fucked up. He's like, you know what's a good decision? Let's we go get something that's permanent. Me and you have
Yeah.
both been like, you know what? Fuck it.
I try not to. Do
I got a
anything
nautical
permanent.
star for a girl when I was 18 years old in Panama, like a fucking idiot. And I just now, with everything that I'm getting covered up right
They
now.
were cool back then. Nautical Star.
Oh
was
no!
shit.
Nautical Star is the biggest tool tattoo ever.
It was
but I
the
don't
shit
look
back
like
in
a
the
tool.
day.
But I don't
have
even
a
know what it
little
fucking
star,
meant.
And I have one on my hip.
I still to this day don't know what it means. I just knew that I really liked this girl and she liked nautical star tattoos. She's like, I'm gonna get one on my bicep because I'm 18. And then she broke up with me, and it was like, God
Does
damn, I gotta
anybody
find a bitch that likes nautical stars now.
Does anybody even know what they mean?
I don't know what they mean. They're for navigation.
I have
Yeah.
one on my hip that says love down the middle of it.
No,
Why?
no, yours is. You need to cover that up with my
Why?
face.
I don't know.
And here we go.
Nautical stars are for navigation purposes.
Well, it's
But
in
I
a good
don't,
place.
I don't
It's in
know.
a good place
I don't know.
there.
You got it close to the hole there, so you know you could have had it in worse places. I reckon that moonshine is it's all
I
bad.
told you to be careful.
No, I'm careful.
It's 32 ounce mason jar and 20 ounces of this is actual alcohol.
I'm just glad
It's
that.
fabulous.
Yeah, no, it is very. It is
I just
very
made up
good.
this recipe today.
I'm like,
and
I
decided
love
to-
liquor.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
I drink my
quite a
liquor
fan.
straight though.
Oh yeah, I usually do too. Well, I say I put a dash of
I was
something in
trying
it.
to challenge him on Facebook. Okay. This
No,
is-
I saw what you were fucking doing,
No,
and I
your
wanted no part.
comments
She's like,
on
"I'm gonna get him
Facebook
drunk,
were
come take
lagging
advantage of him."
So bad, like.
Oh no, trust me. If she wanted to take advantage of me, she's had opportunities for it.
Just
We
say, I
have,
think she could hold you down and get it. I'm pretty sure she could take it.
first off, radio.
Lost my virginity to some older kids.
That's chicken
Look,
shit, cut down. That's chicken shit.
They held me down on the pitcher's mound. Those guys are rough.
For anybody that's listening, rape is not funny.
I hear that 4 out of 5 people enjoy gang rape. No.
Could
I
be
think
statistic.
Yeah, it's statistically.
Correct.
I think it's just a person getting
There's
raped.
only one person in the
Yeah.
gangbang that's not having fun.
Yeah.
90% of them are having a great time.
Oh.
There's always that goddamn one though. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking party pooper.
That fucking party pooper.
It is not cool to make rape jokes.
No, it's not funny.
Not at all.
I mean,
No, it's definitely
we all
not.
laughed.
Yeah.
It is. Shit.
I saw this one.
Oh shit, here we go.
Oh god. You're gonna get
I know this is
reamed on
bad.
social media.
I don't give a
It's
fuck.
just memes. This is memes. I don't
No,
condone
this,
rape.
hey, this, you don't condone it.
Not at all.
I wouldn't imagine.
There's one. If you look up rape sloth, it's I don't know.
What the fuck? Would you look up rape sloth?
So there's a sloth, and it looks like she's whispering in a girl's ear, and all these people come up with these sayings up under it that just is really bad. But one of them says, "Call the cops, bitch. See who comes first."
Once again, rape, not funny. Meme, hilarious.
Mean.
We're not
Rape
condoning
sloth.
We are not
rape.
condoning rape.
Nope, not at all.
Holy shit.
I mean, if you got a chick in here laughing, I mean, you're good.
Yeah,
You're a
but
Trump supporter. Fuck you. You don't count.
Joe Biden could said, you know what? You super predators can rape the fuck out of them, and all the liberals will be like, fuck you! Wah! But then we get in trouble for making a rape joke. It's not funny.
It's not.
It's not funny.
Is it
The
is
meme
it
is
crazy
funny.
how like The Simpsons picked on Joe Biden for being a pedophile 2 years ago?
I haven't seen
Did
that.
you see?
I didn't.
I didn't see that. I didn't
see
know
that
they. I
either.
know they picked on a lot of stuff, but I didn't know they picked on Joe Biden.
Oh my God, this has been like a topic of my conversation for like a year.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
We're Family Guy and South Park guy. I just can't wait for the new South Park season. to
They're
come
not?
out. Really?
It is. All right. So South Park, if you look, they've been on since '97,
Yeah.
something like that, right? All right. So they usually start in October. They did the pandemic special this year, which was fucking
Saw that.
hilarious.
It was great.
Hilarious. But they every year they have declined in episodes. Every year. South Park is one of those. They're like Chappelle. They're like a couple other things that are untouchable, you would think, because of the stuff they've always put out.
Yeah.
They've always put out racy
Yeah.
fucking stuff or whatever. Trey and Matt Stone, from what I've read, are so scared of losing their artistic ability
Yeah. Due to cancel culture?
Due to cancel culture,
That figures.
they don't want to put nothing out because they don't want to put anything out that is
Pussies.
pussy stuff. That's exactly it. They don't want to put anything out. And it's not that they don't want to, it's that they know that everything that they've built. I am 33 years old, so that means 20 years of my life. I have
No.
laughed at Cartman, Stan, Kenny.
My best memories as a child is watching South Park with my dad and then laughing
It's
because
funny
my
as fuck.
mom.
I'm so old I watched Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Listen, my mom and dad used to get in the biggest fights ever for my dad letting me watch this shit, and we'd be sitting there like
But-
eating cereal.
But what they're scared of, and I honestly understand it, is they're scared that everything that they have built, because of some liberal or somebody that is cancel culture sensitive,
person.
is going to ruin everything that they have built.
I have a cure for it.
What's that?
We should hand out free plush teddy bears to all of them that get butt hurt, so they have something to hug and
You got
complain
that.
to.
As long as they got a strap on, I'm with you.
And
'Cause they're
then-
gonna need it.
And then they can shut the fuck up. Go cry in their bed.
No, but that's what's lead. Everything that we all grew up with that made us us. Our generation was a generation that people was a little bit wilder, were a little bit more edgy. We had Beavis and Butthead starting off, then King of the Hill, and then we
Oh,
had
that's my favorite.
King of
That is like
Oh,
my
yeah, you're in the
favorite.
King of the Hill house now.
Like,
King of the Hill led to Family Guy. Family Guy and South Park probably led to Family Guy. But you had all the and Simpsons started
Speaking
it all.
of which,
But
you know, The Simpsons was born on my baby daddy's birthday, the one that made me lose the weight or started me.
Tell Lee why I go piss real fast. That story real fast.
Okay.
About you starting to lose weight.
So I was 400 pounds,
okay.
and me and my children's father was breaking up, and he told me, he said, "You will never ever get another man because you're so fat you can't even see your own pussy." His exact words. And then I'm going. He leaves or whatever, I go in there to get in the shower, and I'm like standing there naked. You know how you just be checking yourself out, and I'm like, damn, he's right. So I started going to the gym the next day, and now he's married to a real fat girl. So
At least he can see her pussy, maybe. See how that works out.
so you know,
It's not gonna eat itself, people.
every time I see him, I'm like, oh, you know, that back fat ain't hanging over that ass fat no more, you know.
The fufa.
Yeah. No, I had it backwards. Like my back fat used to hang over my ass. Like that's
I think
a lot
mine
of back
still
fat,
does.
you know.
I don't know. The older.
But to have an ass that big and your back.
No, you have an abnormal ass though. I don't mean it in a bad way. Your ass is just ginormous. I don't know if that's a word.
Well,
I got a friend that wears those real high pants. I always tell her she's got a long ass.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
No, you don't. She's in Nashville.
Oh, never mind.
She's a Kentucky girl.
well, see, mine's got to go up there because that's where my ass starts. Like my ass is.
Well, I'm not mad about it, man.
I got the shortest. For me to be so long, I have the shortest torso. Like, oh, I forgot what.
No, we're still recording. Who gives a shit?
It don't matter.
That's what part of the podcast is.
Yeah,
People
it's
are
just being
listening
real.
and they just want to be like,
Yeah, part of
how,
the
how
conversation.
big's her
just hanging
ass?
out, yeah.
And
It's,
like,
it's big, ladies and gentlemen.
yeah. It's
But no, so what I was going to tell you since we were talking about all that is at midnight, the new season of Big Mouth comes out.
no, it doesn't.
Yes.
Tonight.
That's what we're
I know
doing.
we're doing at 12.
Yeah, and we're going to be just right.
Bitch, just
I
right
mean,
my
this
ass.
jar. Yeah, yeah.
Oh shit, Chelsea! If you don't want to drive back home tonight, we got room.
It's a big couch.
Don't know. It's
And I
awesome.
sleep in the recliner every time.
Do you know how far away I live from here?
I don't know, but my house. I just moved.
No, I'm saying like, I be driving like 42 minutes.
Oh well.
to come here. Yeah.
But
Like, I mean,
tell
it
me,
really-
Lee. Tell me, after you meeting her for this little bit of time,
Yeah.
one of the things that I've told people over and over again is I don't want to just produce my own show. I want to produce people's shows. That way we have our own channel on Sirius XM Radio, whatever, one day.
Yeah.
Tell me she does not have fucking just this thing that pops up when you hear her talk and be like, you know what? If Josh produces it or if Lee produces it, you're a badass.
So many people have told me shit like
She
that.
looks like she would have been great on MTV News. Do you remember that back in the day?
Yes.
She would have been
Kurt-
like one of those
what-
cool, the Kennedy chick.
Yeah.
I loved her.
What was the Kurt guy's name? And I was
Kurt
talking about-
Loder.
Kurt Loder.
Kurt Loder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just got to watching a documentary that he was in. It was
Oh,
weird.
God.
I couldn't remember his fucking name. No, you and I told you this off air.
Yeah, you
Last
did.
time we did it, I said, Chelsea, because that's what I thought you was calling me for that day. That I didn't call you back, but we won't talk about why, because I don't.
Yeah,
Me and you, that stuff I told you,
Yeah.
that ain't
That's
nothing I
just-
ever want to publicize. But
And then I texted you back 20 weeks later.
my bad.
After you
all
waited
right,
7
we
weeks.
we're doing moonshine shots. Hold on. Here you go, Chelsea. But anyway,
Oh, and by the way, this is not a dildo on my arm right here. That is an eyeshadow
It's
applicator.
dark in here. I can't see shit anyways.
I didn't know what
Maybe
I
still
didn't.
there's something on your arm over there that's
Most
darker than your
dudes
skin.
assume that I have a tiny dildo tattooed on my hand. I'm like,
Most girls assume I have a tiny dildo tattooed on my pecker too.
oh, really?
It's really just a pecker, but only smaller. It's just the cutest little pecker you ever did saw, though. But, oh shit, who gives a shit? This will be a funny one. People will like this. But I have told people over and over again that I'm looking for folks that have a unique voice. Lee is unique in Nashville, and the reason why people are reaching out to him to go to writers' conventions and retreats and everything is because he's good at what he does. You don't realize how talented you are at this yet. But you don't because you haven't been in it. That would be like I get drunk and I send Lee stupid ass lyrics all the time. I'm talking. He knows it. I will get shit faced and I'll be like, I got a good idea. Let me text it to Lee. This would be a song
Well,
that he'd
see,
write.
I know I'm good at like doing my little Facebook thing with like my business or
Very
whatever
good at
because
it.
people.
Very good at it.
I mean, it goes everywhere.
Yeah.
But that's just. I feel like that's just because I'm good at doing hair. You
No,
know
no,
what
no.
I'm
You're
saying?
all right. So
Well, you got to talk about what you know. You know
Yeah.
hair. Josh knows
Yeah,
politics,
but I fucking
religion, and
hate
whiskey.
talking about doing
I
hair
do
because
very
This
well.
is what he does.
all I do is fix people's fuck ups.
no, but it's not. It's not just that, Chelsea. It's you cannot teach personality. Lee is good at what he does because of his personality. You are very good at your talent with hair and everything, but it's not just because you're good at that. It's because of the personality that comes behind it. I'm good at what I do also because of the personality. You cannot teach that shit. And I would love, and I'm just going to call her Queen D. I'm not going to say the name because I don't want her to get in trouble. I know for a fact, and I've had this image in my head, and you tell me how you see it too. Somebody that me and you both very much love has always been considered the fat girl where they work.
Listen, she's getting her eyebrows tattooed for Christmas.
She's a bad bitch. But tell me, if you didn't darken her appearance, I'm talking about wearing all black,
Leather, black,
fucking
some
put her-
platform,
yes.
combat boots.
make
I said
her
the same
make
thing.
her into Queen D, and it'd be the Queen
Turn her
D,
into like a real life
Queen-
superhero bitch. Like, bam, I'm here,
Queen
bitch.
D and Chelsea. You two having a podcast together is money. I can tell you right now that y'all within 6 months make more money than you're making now.
Some people make literally like $1 million on their YouTube. You can do hair, makeup tutorials and shit like that, and people.
They
Fucking
could
blow
do
it
it
up.
as they could do it as
You
something
want to
that
know
was
who
connected
makes
to it.
money doing hair and makeup tutorials? Gay men.
They do.
Gay men make the most money in the
I'm gonna
music
say
industry.
something very gay right now too. TikTok has not made me question my sexuality, but it has made
But
me
it will
start
make you
checking
second
IDs.
glance.
It will make TikTok will make me start asking
But-
you before I take you home. Be like, sir, ma'am, I need to see your ID because
But
you
that's
have
the
tricked
truth
me.
of it. Men make
Dude, I'm
more-
telling you, it has
Men-
fucked me up. I've been like, damn, that bitch is hot. And then all of a sudden it's, oh, that's a dick.
Men
There's a dick
make
there.
triple easy. Like,
What's
just-
that guy's name out in California that everybody's so fond of?
Which one?
Oh, there's multiple. I didn't know. I don't.
There's like Brad Mondo, there's James Charles, there's Jeffree Star.
That guy.
There, yeah.
This is the
see,
Jeffrey guy.
Yeah,
I remember the Jeffrey name.
all from YouTube, and they literally
Lee,
will
I'm not
triple
telling you.
your income, like your yearly income. They will triple your. I didn't.
They do this thing as a transition thing, and they'll be looking like straight up me and you, and then they do like the face like,
And be hot as fuck.
and then the next thing you know, you like, if I ran into
And-
that at a bar, hitting on it.
And listen, he's, I mean,
Like, it's fucked up.
he puts his, I mean, he does a good, I ain't gonna lie, he gets his wigs laid and he's tatted
What's that
up.
mean?
Like
Laid.
you can't tell that it's actually a wig.
Oh,
like,
you can't
didn't
tell it's a
know that
wig.
my
Reminds
hair
me of
was a
Crocodile
wig.
Dundee.
That's
And the
not a
guy's like,
knife. This
"It's
is
a
a
Sheila."
Yeah.
No, you
This is
remember,
a knife.
you remember the girl that was talking to him, and then the guys were like, "Hey, man, that's a guy." And all of a sudden, he reaches under her dress and he's like, "Oh, it's a Shira."
I've never thought of myself before of getting tricked. I'm going to tell you, these people that I've seen on TikTok, it'll get you.
I got tricked.
You can't even swipe real fast on Bumble no more. I'm gonna tell you.
I got,
That shit'll get you.
I got
Yeah,
tricked and I
You
wasn't,
even done got stung.
Yeah.
I wasn't even
Can't
mad at
swipe
my
real
trick.
quick.
How'd you get tricked?
Okay, so I met this guy on Instagram.
Did he turn out to be a girl?
Yeah. I mean, like,
That somehow seems hotter than
Yeah,
I-
that's way
I mean-
better
I
than
mean,
my story.
I mean, I wasn't mad at it, you know. Like, I wasn't mad. I was like, "Damn, girl, how'd you get them abs? Shit, tell me the secret." Like, built like a damn dude. Like,
She wasn't on my diet. Fucking McNuggets
she
and
really
Buffalo Trace.
She tricked my ass. Like, just looked like a model. And then it was just like, I was like, "Oh, where's your penis?" I was like, "Oh, this is what we doing. I ain't even gonna question it. Just do what you do, boo."
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Ain't gonna
I
be
got two things have fucked me up on. Well, I say three. It ain't two, it's three. I downloaded TikTok like 3 or 4 weeks ago. Just got it. One thing I just found out, I love goth chicks. Did not know I love goth chicks. Goth chicks can steal my soul and ruin my life. I did not know I was attracted to that, but holy fuck am I.
I loved them because I was into punk and metal.
The
Forever.
ones on TikTok are fucking insane.
This
It's
is
just
before
like
they even had Facebook.
it's just like I don't give a fuck if you got vampire teeth or not. Like, let's do this shit. Like, suck my blood and everything else. You know
all
what
of
I'm
it.
saying? All right.
Take
And
them teeth out.
then the lesbians on TikTok. I have caught myself 2 or 3 times being like, you know what? A sex change don't sound that bad. Like, I will have a sex change, but I'd be an ugly woman. I know I'd be an ugly woman. And then the third thing is the Transformers.
He
Optimus,
called him a transformer.
Optimus,
Bumblebee out
yeah,
there.
Bumblebee and Optimus Prime have fucked up the whole game.
Did you say Optimus Fine?
Optimus Prime.
That's
They have
exactly what
they
he
have
said.
fucked up the whole game. Like, cause when you see them, you're like, what the fuck did I just see? Like when they transform, literally, you're like, and I have nothing against people that want to be different. If that's how you feel like you are, then be who you are. It does not bother me at all. I don't have. If you come on to me and then I find out you got a wiener, I'm gonna be like, you know what? This is not for me. But until that happens, I'll still be freeling
You're a
with you
good
after
person.
the fact.
You're a good person.
I'll be good to you, but even after the fact, about look, it's as attractive as I find you right now. I know what I don't want. I can't.
I'm not
I
gonna
can't be
take
going
this-
tip to
It's
tip.
different. It's
Yeah, I get-
different.
I
When
can't
we get
do it.
naked
I'm
and
not
lay
going to
down,
take
I
this
don't
too
know.
far, but I'm not going to name any names. A very well-known person that I have been doing their hair and makeup, and I get them clothes and everything else. It's a man. Would never know.
Really?
The most finest bitch I ever seen.
I shit you not. There's one in Macon.
And when she or I call him a she.
You
because
should
that's
call her
what
she.
she's-
That's what she identifies
prefers,
as. That's,
you know
that's
what
what
I'm
she
saying?
identifies as.
But when we get done with her, I'm like, damn, I'm kind of gay. I might be kind of gay.
No, I shit you not. There is one in Macon, and she pops up when she wants to pop up. Not a penis joke. But
You sure?
no, I'm positive. Because someone had to tell me one night at a bar, she goes to the Hummingbird, and
Oh, that's one of my favorite spots.
I don't like all the hipsters. But besides that, it's a very cool place.
Man,
But she
somebody busted a bottle there one time.
is.
I like that place because I blend in
No, I think
there.
it was Chuck,
You know
didn't he?
what I'm
There's,
saying?
Throw
there's
a
a
bottle- he
very
literally
there's a very good chance it
I
was
think
Chuck.
he just picked the beer bottle up and
But
threw it
thi-
right on the floor. Just called.
This female, she goes to the Hummingbird, And if you did not know who she was, then you'd have no idea. I happened to know because I was drunk, and luckily I was with some people that liked me, and they were like, "Don't do it," because I was like, "Damn," and they was like, "No."
Sometimes as a chick, I kind of get a little mad because I'm like, damn, God always gives the boys the good eyelashes, the good fucking hair.
Good paychecks.
And now.
It was all good till you said that.
No, it's the damn truth.
Damn man.
And now
Put
you're
up
taking
everything.
the hair, the makeup, everything, and you hotter than me. Shit.
I don't think it's that. I think there's this quality, and I don't know what it is. I don't fucking know, and I'm not trying to figure.
Gorgeous, like just.
No, it's confusing.
It's like confidence you're attracted to. I don't know what it is.
I
Like,
don't know
it could
what
be
it
the
is.
confidence or the. I don't know, but it's just snatched, and I'm like, damn.
I don't know what it is. I don't know.
Feel weird walking out of the house in some shirts. A dancer ain't walking out in a dress.
I don't know. I've
I
done
look
it.
fat in this dress.
I've done several costume contests when I was younger. I ain't doing shit now because I'm my dad. But before Gracie came around, I've won like 2 costume contests. I dressed up like naughty Alice in Wonderland and a naughty referee. But it was funny. Like I did it as comical.
Yeah, well, see, me and my brother have done like those, where you raise money pageants and stuff.
Oh yeah,
like, where we swap.
the reverse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me and my brother do those a lot, and like it's insane because now since I shaved my head and my hair is only like this long, if I swoop it like this and put a hat on and put his work clothes on, I look just like my brother. If I take the lipstick and the make, just like my brother. It's weird.
No, that sounds super weird.
His wife even told me, she was like, please don't ever do that again. That's kind of freaking me out.
Well,
and he looks like me, like if we put like.
I don't all right, so I understand women like women anyway.
Yeah.
All right, so
Every woman likes.
yeah, I don't care what you say. I know women that will deny it up and down, but if I was to go look, there's their search history on their phone.
It's lesbian porn.
It's lesbian porn.
Yeah, don't nobody want
Women-
to see no.
No,
dick.
don't nobody want to
That's-
see no dick.
No.
I don't blame them. I don't want to see no dick.
They want to
Hell, I
suck
don't.
them. They don't want to look at them.
I don't want. Well, there we go. I don't like to see my dick half the time. I just had that little fellow. He likes to pop up every now and then, and I'm
mean-
like, hey, how you doing?
Every chick loves ass and titties.
Okay, that's the thing. It's like that's why I understand why women like lesbians so much, and it's because y'all are beautiful creatures. The good Lord. Oh yeah, let's give me some moonshine. The good Lord knew what He was doing when He created woman. Now, I know that He knows what He's doing when He created man, but I think there was like some couple flaws. He could have made us all about the same length, about the same height, and it would be all right.
No, he couldn't have neither.
Trust me,
Because that would have been just fucked up all around the board.
He could.
We don't.
If the
want
good
that.
Lord would have gave me a big old one, I'm telling you, I'd have gave myself a lot of diseases I didn't want to catch.
You got the personality.
No,
man.
They were
listen,
funny.
no,
We're funny.
I'm
Yeah.
going to tell you the damn truth.
What?
Okay, I had this dude one time, like I thought I was about to get some dick, okay? He whipped this thing out and I was like, the fuck you doing with that? I was like, I called one of my hoe friends, I tagged her ass in, I walked out of my own house. and
Because it was too big or too little.
too big.
Oh, we're cool then.
I was like, I said, bitch, you can take that. I'm not getting runt. He ain't fucking my brains. No. Mm-mm.
Well, lucky
Sure
for
am
every
not.
woman
Yeah.
listening to this, you don't have to worry about
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I've never had that.
We are.
I'm gonna
No,
say
I've
this.
never.
And I promise
I've never
you-
had a woman when I took my pants off. They was
Yeah.
be like, "Oh no, I'm running."
No.
They'd be like,
No.
"Really?"
No, I'm telling
That's the cutest little pecker I ever did, so.
Come here, buddy.
The majority of bitches would have done the same thing I did that day. Because I was like, what the fuck is that?
No, absolutely not. I just don't understand because you have some women that they're all obsessed with size and the stuff they post on social media. It's like why are they single? Because no guy is gonna hit on you. You just posted something about you wanted some guy to fucking hit your lungs. Bitch,
What
I
are they
can't.
What are they gonna do? This?
I can do it.
I am.
I mean, you know, like
You did not just make a fisting joke.
he said. And
It's like a 5-finger death puncher.
He did it
Whatever you want to call it.
Black and Blue remix.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Mm.
Yep.
Oh shit! Here goes more to the shop. Here's
Why are
the.
you whining?
I'm not whining
Oh.
yet. That's later.
Did I tell you about the tattoo I made Hobbit get?
What did you make
when,
Hobbit
when
get?
she became my assistant.
Have you met Hobbit?
No.
I'm very quiet. Of all people that Chelsea's introduced me to, I am very fond. Her name's Hannah, but she calls her Hobbit. I really, really like her. She's extremely sweet. She's cool
I
as shit.
love her.
She is great.
She's a great person.
I swear to you, if you ever saw Austin Powers, and it was
exactly like
it is it's fucking what's his name, Dr. Evil and Mini Me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
You know, I
Dr.
tried to get
Evil.
her to do that for Halloween, and she wouldn't do
She's
it.
Mini Me. Like she's
She's
4'9",
nipple high. Like,
4'10".
she goes to my nipple in heels.
Oh no, she's cool,
Wow.
but she's cool as shit. She's a stripper.
Yeah.
Well, was.
She's not a stripper no more.
No.
She's a lesbian now too, right?
I mean, she's always kind of been a little gay, but she still likes dick. I mean,
Oh, well,
just
that's
like
my
every
kind of
other
woman.
girl. It's just
See,
like every
that's
other
what I'm
bitch.
talking about. I'm
Just
fine.
most lie about it.
No, I like the ones that don't.
Yeah. that's
If
what
I'm
saying.
dating, if I'm dating you though, and you're like, oh, I always want to have a threesome, I'm not going to date you. But if we're just having a good
I'm
time
not
and we're
having a
friends,
threesome with my man. Like if
see,
we
that's
just
how I
friends,
feel. That's how
Like
I
if
feel.
we're just fuck friends, we can fuck whoever
We can do
want
some
to.
bad,
A
nasty
orgy,
shit.
like the whole tank.
Oh
Whatever.
yeah.
The whole
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
If you my man,
See, that's
wish a
how I
bitch
feel.
would.
See, that's my problem. Is when I like a woman, if I'm gonna sleep with her, it's probably because I actually like you,
Yeah, like.
and I can't share you. I got in trouble about
I'm
this a couple weeks
crazy.
ago.
Like I'm a crazy bitch.
So
Like,
they-
mm-mm.
I know. Trust me. If I was your dick, I'm not trying to share it.
you won't.
I know
because
what'll happen.
You won't have one
After.
after.
You. I feel like you're gonna grab it by the root and you're gonna twist and, you're
then,
gonna pull it
then
off.
I'm gonna choke the other bitch with it, and then I'm gonna bury her with it in her throat.
I don't think you can choke.
I don't know. I think I still understand.
Anyway, my story about my Hobbit. Okay. So I
It
call
looks
her
like a cord or something.
I call her my Hobbit because she's like literally.
She's so
comes up
fucking
right
awesome,
here.
though.
Love her to death. Well, when she became my assistant, I was like, okay, if you're real serious, let's go get a tattoo. I branded her ass with a lightsaber from Star Wars, and I made It gets better. Okay, it was supposed to be on her bird finger. The tattoo dude. I probably shouldn't say this. So, Hobbit, if you're listening, I'm so fucking sorry, but I'm blasting your business.
No, she's awesome. She don't care.
I mean, she ain't gonna say nothing to me anyway. She loves me. She knows I love her. I ain't talking shit.
She's scared of her.
She ain't scared of me. Listen, I'll tell you another story of this. Well, she wound up fucking the dude that did the tattoos, and he put it on her ring finger.
Yeah.
He branded her ass.
That's funny.
Okay, so Hobbit is not scared of me because there was this one incident down in Brunswick where I did get into a fight, and she came up to me and she was like, way down here, and she said, "Get in the car, you big beautiful bitch."
No, I'm not fucking with you.
I said,
I'm not hollering at you.
I was like, okay.
But you don't realize
She is.
this is like literally Dr. Evil Mini Me.
Like, she's tiny.
She
Like,
is tiny.
like- and you know what's crazy? We wear the same size clothes. She wears my pants. I wear her pants. Well, I mean, they're shorter on me.
Obviously.
I like
Yeah. Capri.
regular length pants are capris on me.
So
Like, I have to.
But
special
you are,
order length.
but of all women though that has been around, you're not. It's not like you're like have normal, but you are literally you're just a tall. You're Amazon.
I'm a 6 foot tall woman that like my legs are 42 inches long.
I know.
So, I mean,
It's a
I'm
lot of
all leg and no body.
I know that. Trust me.
Nobody.
We even did some key sweat.
Look, Like that. He brought me a shirt one time, and I told him to bring me a small, and he was like, "That ain't gonna fit. Put it on."
No, I literally told her
He
on
told
the
me
way there. I said, "Bitch, I'm not bringing you small. Like it's not gonna fit you." And she's like, "Motherfucker, shut your mouth." And I was like, "Yes, ma'am." And like, she's like, "Small will fit." And I got there, small fit perfectly.
It's just because I'm so short up here.
No,
Like,
it's tiny. But
I
you
just
get-
have nothing.
You get past that navel, and it turns to a naval ship.
These measurements are these measurements
You
are
saying there's a lot of
ridiculous.
semen down there?
I'm just gonna guess most of that gets left on the tit tattoos and the furry tattoos.
That was,
Yeah, no, that was good.
that was the best one.
That was
ever.
good.
That was good.
That was good.
That was great.
That was
Full
so,
of good puns.
that was so good. We're gonna end it on that one. That is so good because we're not gonna beat semen. We're not gonna. And
a
I,
naval
I mean,
ship.
how do you beat semen? It's already beat.
I don't know. You tell me later. But before we get off, Chelsea, I want you to tell them the name of your shop and where it's at and how they can get in touch with you.
It's Chelsea's Chop Shop, and you can contact me on Facebook or Instagram. My Instagram is Chelsea Block. On Facebook, it's Hair by Chelsea Blocker. I'm not putting my phone number on here.
No, don't do that. But I'm telling y'all, she's a bad bitch. What she does is extremely good. There's people that I used to work with that think the world of her. There's people in Dublin that go from miles and miles to see her. She is exceptional at what she does. So if you need your hair done, colored, that's what she's real famous for, is the color. Y'all, please reach out to her. And to my brother, I love you. Tell them where they can find you. Tell them the newest shit you got coming out and where they can download it at.
Instagram is Lee Tucker Music, and so is Facebook. For the music page, look up Lee Tucker. Also, my Snapchat is Lee Tucker 2983. It's mostly just a bunch of offensive
The
memes.
best memes ever.
And the newest EP that I've got out with 6 songs is called Damn Whiskey. It just came out,
So
I believe,
good.
last Wednesday. If you will go check that out. It's got my first duet ever on there. It's called Thinking About Cheating. It's a very Jamie Johnson-ish with a little feisty 4 foot something or another female on there with me. And anyways, go check it out. It's called Damn Whiskey by Lee Tucker.
Well, thank both of y'all. Chelsea, I know you came in a little late, but usually you came on late. And Lee, thank you very much. You'll be here for most of December. You're going on a writer's retreat this weekend.
Yeah.
But we're going to do more because that's what people want. They want me and you.
Well,
We've
let's get
your
into it.
name and Dominique Hutchinson, which Dominique
I
says
love Dom.
Dom's
Get down
name
here.
has been mentioned as not as much as your name has been in my podcast, but Dom.
Who's that?
Oh my God, I'm gonna show it to you. You wanna get off
Please
here?
tell her the story about you and Dom at Whiskey Shot.
I will. Yeah, I will. It was
We're at
that,
the
we-
stage.
I will when we get off
Oh, I heard that story.
here. I will. We will.
Yeah, he
We'll
was
FaceTime Dom. We'll FaceTime Dom as soon as we get done with this. But Lee, you'll be here for more December. We'll
Yeah.
do some more. Chelsea, thank you for coming.
Don't forget Trey Lewis show the 18th and
Tell 'em about yours.
Nashville 2 at
19th.
Frank's on the 19th of December. So
You got
y'all
anything
come out and
special
see us.
coming up there besides this weird video we're gonna make when we get done here?
No, just my only plans this whole month is this Saturday.
All right. You ever been to the Eiffel Tower?
I already knew where that was going.
Trust me, there ain't enough dick here for you to go there. But you know, we'll get in where we fit in, baby. Well, thank all y'all for listening to Politics, Religion, and Whiskey, the Josh Terry podcast. We'll catch y'all next time.
This July 4th, celebrate the spirit of freedom and comfort with Minky Couture blankets. Wrap yourself in the softness of luxury Minky fabric as you cozy up under the stars and stripes. Our blankets are designed to ignite your patriotic pride and keep you warm all night long. From backyard barbecues to fireworks in the sky, make every moment memorable with Minky Couture. Indulge in the ultimate comfort and style this Independence Day. Visit us at MinkyCouture.com or your nearest store today and embrace the true essence of July 4th with Minky Couture blankets. Freedom has never felt so cozy.